offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a handoff working right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Squeeze, 77. Mike, 6. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 3. No foul.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Alert. Check Mike 6. Hey, Delta. Watch the slant. Mike 6. Take 2 of them. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist. Black is on.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We got 3. 64.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Topper!
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. 57's the Mike.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now it's Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Go now. 8 read.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Bravo.
Brings up 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 43.
Go.
Mike's 43. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, Haywood.
43's the Mike. Push him back.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to him on first down. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Like it.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Alert! Hey! High 7!
Run the mic. Watch one. Hey, tighten down. There you go. So Mike's number 1.
Solid, 5 down. Hey, alert!
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And it's brought in by Washington. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
59, what's up? Go!
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Easy.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. Throw caught there by Willis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
All right, now,
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight right. We got 4. Mike 6.
Ben to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to get it with Snell, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Mike 5-5. Mike 5-5.
X3. 218. Chop. Let's go.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 2nd and 6. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Switch. Check.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
6-6. Pull it high. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
All day.
Hey, lock it.
Any day. Kill.
2nd and 13. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
50.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Steelers 13-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. Look, squeeze. Check the spot.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Roethlisberger able to find Willis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger, he's going to let it fly. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
50 seconds to Mike.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.